For real. For real. I guess we are live. Well, hello. Welcome to another adventure of what the hell am I going to build this time? Um, yeah, fun times. I am with a really good friend of mine, Comic Relief Crusader. How
Hello.
are you doing, man? It's been a while.
I know it's been a while. Frank, been missing Manorama with you guys like every
I
Thursday?
know.
Damn. Frig,
I
I'm
know,
missing the
man. I
the
know.
wit and camaraderie of
Mm,
of the show that is the illustrious Manorama.
yeah. So before we get into the the Lego set thing, it's gonna be a really cool build. I have this guy. So this is the DeLorean time machine, and I can flip up the
Yeah.
wheels and flip them up like that. And
Ooh,
then,
yeah.
oh yeah, dude, it has the lights going on. I have the hood. I have plutonium. I got everything in here, man. It's so cool.
Mm,
What up? It's now kind of like a jacked up, mentally challenged version of a car. All right. Yeah, this is cool,
mentally
man.
challenged.
And then this comes in if it doesn't break. Has a little. Oh, I have too big of a fingers right now.
Sausage
Ooh,
fingers, man.
I know. I had a soda can thing. This
Oh,
took me like
sweet.
five. It took me like 5 or 6 hours to make this thing.
Oh,
I was
God.
beat.
I
I
want
was like,
it.
dang it, did it again. All right, cool. Here we go. All right, here's this. I'm gonna go put this
Mm,
right there. So tonight we're gonna build this guy.
yeah.
Ooh.
The Bat
And like with,
Cow.
I know, and with other things, I have built these already. Um, Luckily, there's no stickers involved, and I did unlike last night where I had multiple bags. I did it by each bag that you get in a box, like bag
Yep.
one, bag two, bag three. And welcome, Goat Father. Yes, Batman. Um, I labeled them. So the first section is going to be bag one. I realized let's think about this a little bit better, shall we? And with the car, I was able to do more of like a downward shot. This
Right.
one, it's going up. So let's dig into it, shall we?
Let's do it.
I've learned that when you look at a Lego set, it doesn't feel like there's that many pieces until you
Yeah,
start taking it apart.
exactly. Then it's a nightmare.
Yeah. Just don't fall.
It's a Guggenheim nightmare waiting to happen.
Yeah. But yeah, how have you been, man?
I've been doing pretty good. A lot of training going on with an illustrious former Marvel artiste, inker, writer. So I'm training up
Ooh.
in the whole comic field. So planning on doing my whole comic label soon, which has been
Yeah.
pretty fun. It's yeah, slowly but surely growing exponentially, I guess, here and there. So that's been a lot of fun. Buying a bunch of pencils and a bunch of erasers, and I got a light board and pencil sharpeners, and God, what else? Jeez, lots of paper. I think eventually I'm gonna have to buy some 11 by 17 paper because that usually is the standard when it comes to drawing comics.
Now,
So,
why is that the standard?
well, because here's the thing, like, if you've ever read comics, let's say for example, oh, I don't know, let's take Todd McFarlane's Spider-Man, for example, right?
Yeah.
And if you know Todd McFarlane and the insane amount of lines that he puts into a panel, it's you know, you just have to look at it in real and think, how in the world did you cram so many lines into a panel like that? Well, it's because they draw bigger, right? They don't draw on
Yeah.
a standard, let's say, 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. It's all big. It's huge. It's a huge, big piece of
Very big.
paper. That's right. It's amazing how many lines you can get into a huge piece of paper. So. Um, so uh, that's pretty much the standard. Most of the time, they'll do it like on Bristol board, actually, because
Oh yeah.
once it comes to the pencils, well, then you got to ink over it. And of course, if you try to ink on a, let's say an ordinary piece of paper, a lot of that ink is going to bleed through. And then underneath, you got a big mess waiting for you. So it's generally done on Bristol board, which is, doesn't exactly bleed through. But I think
Ah,
after I get the pencils down, I think what's going to happen is he's going to train me in inks. And this is all old school. None of this is digital whatsoever. So yeah, so I'm learning it the old school way.
okay.
Yeah.
By the way, Goat Father, if you follow me on Twitter, because I have no new Twitter account, I might be able to message you. In fact, here, this is what we can do while we're going. Uh, and howdy to Maria
Where?
Kitty.
Hello.
Yes, glad to see you here. I can just email it to you. That's what we could do. You know what I mean?
There we go.
Yeah.
So there's that going on, and God, what else? I mean, work, right? So, and have you been doing? Things have been interesting on in your neck of the woods.
Oh, getting banned from Twitter.
I
Oh
love
man,
you.
that's funny. You-
So
yeah.
regale us of the tales of how that happened.
I posted a GIF, and it was a gift that I didn't realize. Hey, you're gonna get banned, and I did, and I realized, okay, I didn't know it was the Punisher label,
Ah,
and yeah, so here's a future reference. Anyone on Twitter, don't post the um, Punisher symbol, whether it's a TV show or anything. You're gonna get suspended. And I tried to peel it, and they're like, no. I was like, all right. And I wasn't even mad about it. I was like, okay, cool. I can deal with that.
and hail Christopher Dominguez. That's
Well,
just in the
howdy
chat
there,
as well.
Christopher. And right as I get, let me find these few pieces, and I will show, because some people are probably wondering what in the world is he building here. I have a passion for Legos, and
You
I
just
feel like I'm
you just
looking
committed
for
the
a
first
piece.
sin. The plural of
Can,
Lego is Lego.
I realize that, but here's the thing: I'm not educated as most people, but I'm building this tonight.
The
I've already
bad
built it,
girl.
and I am, every once in a while, I like to. Well, hello there, Go Father. I like to build things
Hail
again.
goat.
So last night we did
Hey
a
guys.
Bugatti, and tonight I thought might as well just do another one. And yeah, I have the Boba Fett one,
Oh yeah.
and yeah, and I got like the one that I already built and broke down. It's the you remember in Empire Strikes Back where you see the droid in the snow and they shoot?
Yes.
I have that Lego set.
Ooh. The ATST?
I think yeah.
The chicken walker,
Yes.
as it's so lovingly dubbed.
But those are kind of cool. Like these things are like what they're doing with the Lego and the Star Wars
Yep.
stuff. It's really cool. Like you get the helmets and everything. It's pretty cool. I like it.
One year, a few years back, we went to the Lego store in Calgary, and my wife found the last motorized AT-AT. And we got it for
Ooh.
yeah, we got it for our son for Christmas. He loved it. It's so much fun to watch that thing walk.
Hey Christopher.
So this is something kind of new that I started. I don't know how successful this is gonna be of doing this, but not many. I know my shows, as I should say, because now I have a podcast and I have a man show. That this is not your typical man thing. Well, I think Lego is the best way of
It's all ages. Who cares what people think?
well, yeah, but
Exactly.
it's the single thing that keeps the imagination for a man to keep doing things. It's creativity,
It's
and
working with
when
your
you're
hands.
building houses and stuff, and it's because of Gary who got me back into doing Legos. He's big. I know I said Legos, and I don't care. Oh, but see, last night I realized people only see my hands, and I like to build closer to my body. And I realized people just spent almost 5 hours looking at my hands.
Right.
Some people actually watch the entire stream, and I'm like, wow, that's impressive. So I
Mm.
thought, you know what? How about I just show them my face instead? Because my face is probably a little bit prettier than my hands. My hands are all beaten up.
Yeah, but they're manly hands.
I know, right? They ain't
Manly
no softies.
hands. Manly
But
hands building
this
a
should not
manly
take
man
5
bat cow.
hours. This should not be a 5 hour build like last night's. I was tired. I was beat. I was like, this is dumb. Have you ever realized when you do something, guys, where you think this is a great idea and then you actually start doing it, and then halfway through you're like, what did I think of when I did this?
Yeah.
Because this is stupid. It's fun. I enjoyed it. I had a blast doing it.
Every day.
But, you know, and I see a lot of channels, some channels that do this, and I was like, man, that's kind of fun.
It is.
You're just building, and then you get to actually see people get to watch who you are really,
That's right.
and they get to see you as yourself because you're in your zone, auto zone, and I don't know. I just thought it was kind of cool to do this, and I have Legos.
It's a great way to relieve stress.
Yes, totally, it is.
Yeah. Because there's nothing like getting creative with your hands.
Now the question is, which pieces are which? Oh, it's this thing. Nope. Damn it. Oh boy.
What I usually do is separate it by color.
Yeah, you could do that. I have to go in and find, because it's the opposite of this one.
It's probably another bag.
It probably is. Dang it. Because they're right here.
Oh, cruel fate! Why do you taunt me?
I grabbed the wrong ones.
No.
All right, I'll show you the difference. I'll show you the problem that we run into with Legos. Is, and I'll set these to the side.
So, to tell you something real quick, Steve, Christopher Dominguez is telling you that you had a great stream on
thank
Thursday. He shed a tear hearing Mexican Iron Man and Rod Thunderheart stories about fatherhood.
Oh,
That's awesome. Yeah, that was such a fun show. It was not what I expected. It was the Rod and Mexican Iron Man show, and which was good. It was fun. A lot of people really liked it. So there's this piece here.
right.
All right.
Ah, okay.
And then there's this piece.
Oh,
So I can do this.
genius!
I know, right? It's not my fault.
It's Lego's fault.
I'm the guy who put it all together, or whatever you guys want. There and there. Voila.
C'est une masterpiece.
You know, people got their expensive car hobbies, and then other people got Lego.
Right.
All
And
right.
they're both expensive.
True. Yeah. So many kits. Oh my god. I still actually have all my Lego from when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Yep. all the way back from 1980. Yeah, I'm that old.
Now, when I can't find a piece because I don't know where they are, I'm just gonna put it all together. I'm gonna make sure. Oh, because I didn't take it off.
Oh,
There's a piece already. See, there was a clear.
Attention to detail, man.
Yeah, well, when you're taking it apart, whatever.
exactly.
No, I just put it on the wrong one. Great start, guys.
That's okay.
But yeah, we'll see how this goes.
So, I have to ask, did you watch The
Yeah.
Flash?
No,
Why
I don't
would
intend
any of
to.
us watch The Flash?
Well, I'll see it eventually, but I have no intentions on it because, well, it looks. I don't know. From what I've been told, it's
yeah,
pretty bad.
it's bad. It's very bad. But wait, there's more. Because apparently Paramount announced not too long ago that they are canceling Grease, Rise of the Pink Ladies, and they're canceling Star Trek Prodigy, and they're canceling The Game, and some other show that nobody really cares about, Queen of the Universe, which is a bunch of trains. Oh, I can't say that on YouTube. Oh, well, whatever, I just did. So,
Well, hello there, John.
yo, John.
Now, does this go? Yeah. I need 4 of these.
Excellent.
Oh, John's back. Come back.
Ole, 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 ole.
You definitely got people that like coming back. That's a good sign.
I know, right? Wait till now they're seeing my face. I'm like, run away, run away. Usually I put a movie on when I'm building Legos. I'm just going to say Legos now just to see.
I'm half tempted to launch a Lego game.
Yeah, what's it going to be called?
You should.
Oops, I did it again.
I got DC Supervillains, Jurassic World, Marvel Superheroes 2, the movie, the video game.
Oh, you're talking about. Oh, I thought you meant I'm going to actually build a game.
No, I don't want to get sued.
I still got
the Ninjago movie.
Meningitis?
I still actually have my Wii U, and I still have Lego Star Wars and Lego Indiana Jones.
You know what the real question is, right?
What is it?
Why do we keep getting all this new age trash, but we haven't had another Lego Batman movie for a while?
Because why bother?
I know, right?
I was never a big. I liked the Lego movie. I was never a big fan of Batman. I don't know.
Oh, they can do so many properties. They got licenses for practically everything.
Well, yeah, but it's. I don't know. I just felt like it was an overkill at some point. But that's just me.
The Lego Batman movie was fun. However, I have to say, I don't know if this is really a spoiler or whatever, but you know, that new Across the Spider-Verse movie that's out now.
Yeah.
Lego Peter Parker makes an appearance.
Well, since John is new and he saw yesterday's, but he just joined us. I'm building this, John.
Nice.
And Christopher. Ooh, I don't know if Christopher watched the show yesterday, but we did a freaking long, way too long of a show for Legos. But it was fun.
Oh yes.
I could do this for hours.
Yes, it is one of those helmets. So, actually, you know what was it? A couple of months ago, I did see what was it? It was the Lego Boba Fett helmet. Like similar to the one you're building now with the bat cowl. And what was it? The Scout Trooper. And I
I
think,
have the Boba Fett one.
yeah, and I think Darth Vader's helmet, like the Lego ones, at Walmart on clearance, and I should have grabbed them.
You should have.
I should have. Damn it.
Oh man, I would love. I saw John's comment just now about that he bought more 4K steelbooks. I love the steelbooks. I just haven't really had a good reason to buy any lately.
Get the Appleseed Steelbook. It's great.
Are they still making those?
I got mine off of eBay like a few years ago. Excellent.
I was gonna say, man, I remember that, and that's old memories.
Oh yeah.
Ones I'm not even gonna go near right now, but yeah.
Yeah, because I'm a big fan of Masamune Shiro and the Appleseed manga. And, because everything is like, Ghost in the Shell, Ghost in the Shell. And I know that's been like, it's continuously going, which is all right. I don't mind. But I also like some of his earlier work too. So, and that's why I got those steelbooks. There was like 2 of them that I got. Quite good.
I still think that there needs to be some love for more Lego-based movies,
Oh yeah. I want to see a Lego Spider-Man movie. I'm not going to lie. I want to see Lego Spider-Man made.
Sup, PJ?
Oh yeah, and a couple of weeks ago, I saw Transformers: Rise of the Beasts. What?
I gotta know.
Oh, what a piece of garbage! That movie was so boring. Oh my god! I feel like I just wasted like free tickets for nothing.
Oh, I did this backwards.
I am going to admit I am tempted to nobody shoot me, but go see Indiana Jones.
Why would you put yourself through that?
I know. See, that's where the conflict lies because I love Indiana Jones, but I know this is going to be horribly bad. And it's like, for some odd reason, it's like being a sadist at this point, wanting to finish this whole story off. But because, see, that's the kind of guy that I am, right? I don't like to leave a story unfinished. And I know this is going to be bad and I know it's going to be horrible, but it's like, I can't leave it unfinished. You know what I mean? It's
Orville Nation's telling you he's digging the Lego streams.
Oh, there you go.
Nice.
Awesome.
Try not to screw this one up.
So I'm debating it. My wife actually wanted to go out to a movie tonight or maybe tomorrow. And I'm flipping through my app because, up here in Canada, we got Cineplex, which is, the big movie theater chain up here in Canada. And I'm flipping through it. It's like, yep, don't feel like watching The Flash. Nope, not going to watch Elementals or, that new Pixar movie. So that's not going to happen. Maybe Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, even though I downloaded it and I shouldn't have off a torrent site, but I watched it anyway. I'm definitely not going to see No Hard Feelings with Jennifer Lawrence. Yes. Yeah, exactly. And I already seen Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. And I've never seen any of the Fast and Furious movies, even though 10 is out right now. So what's the point of that? And I definitely will not watch The Little Mermaid.
I'm at the point where movies have gotten so streamlined that if I just have a little bit of patience, they'll be on DVD or Blu-ray for like usually $15 the first week, 20 after that. But it's like with the
Right.
amount of people I'm going to see it with, I'm just going to wait and buy it on like Amazon or something or somewhere else. You know?
Yeah, no, I totally understand. And even though I see some movies I will totally download, uh, just because to see if I'll like it. If I like it, then I'll go to the movie theater and actually watch it. And, I'll support it with my money. And if I don't, well, then no loss there. Then I wasn't going to go see it anyway, then, I guess. So,
See, Christopher mentioned he's going to see Oppenheimer and
that,
maybe Gran Turismo.
yeah.
Oppenheimer looks good. I did not know they were making a Gran Turismo movie.
Yeah, I saw the preview of it when I went to go see Rise of the Beasts, and it's basically another video game movie of sorts.
The game on PlayStation 2 was actually really fun, but
Yeah.
it was the tuning this system. If you tune something just right, the car would be amazing, but if you screw it up, it would perform like total crap.
Oh, wow. And we got Admiral Teague in the chat. Hail Admiral Teague.
I think what's going to happen is Gran Turismo is going to have the same effect as Need for Speed. I like Need for Speed only because Michael Keaton was in it.
Right. Well, apparently in Gran Turismo, apparently this is based off of a true story where a gamer that basically lives for playing Gran Turismo, what was it, is actually scouted out by this guy, and they go to Italy, like a bunch of gamers go to Italy to race the actual cars and compete professionally with professional drivers.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah.
I don't know what to think of that. That sounds kind of maybe interesting. I don't know.
Yeah. But Oppenheimer, I definitely do want to see. So because that's history, and I do like history. And the A-bomb.
Watch me put this all backwards.
Let's see here.
Get in. There we go. I will be honest, I didn't realize how many people enjoy watching someone build Legos.
Well, when you can't have every single one, sometimes the only way to see it is to watch somebody else build it, right?
I know, right?
And hail Canadian Spider-Man, how are you?
Well, hello.
Oh, I do want to add in the chat, guys, everybody in
What
the
do you
chat,
want?
that Raymond Feliciano's mom passed away. So if you can, send him a shout out on Twitter, or right now he's on Clobber Times channel, and just show him some love and support. Yeah.
I don't know who that is.
King Dolphin
He's a cool
TV.
guy.
Yeah.
That's really too bad. Hi guys.
That one sweat.
He's one of he helps mod a few of the channels, like on Doomcock's channel, Clobber Times channel. So him and his wife.
Okay.
Yeah. So
I will let people do that know him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and hail Admiral Teague. How's it going, dude?
Hey guys, what's going on? Good to see y'all.
Good to see you.
Building your looking face.
It's my face looks even worse than usual. I just fell asleep for like 2 hours face down on my bed. It's
nice.
Like, yeah, I got some nice creases and wrinkles like from the pillow right in my face. It's like just fell out watching Echo Base Network.
And yet you didn't smother yourself. That's an amazing feat.
Well, we don't know yet. I mean, I could have had some more brain cell loss. I mean, I can't read, guys. It's like me and Mike found that out the hard way. It's like Return of the Jedi. It's like unfreezes me from the carbon. I can't read, pal.
And that's why you're our favorite illiterate New Yorker.
Did anyone notice that when Han Solo's girlfriend looked her best, he's fucking blind?
Yeah. What a loss.
Yeah, he's like, Han, if you only Han, this is what we're all fighting for. You got to see this woman in a metal bikini.
Oh man. Well, no, I think at that point he could just barely see. But then again, it was like, blobs basically at that point he was seeing.
Yeah, he's like, hey, what's with the thin, fuzzy blob with the metal bikini?
Although, in his defense, those blobs were the top of that metal bikini.
I think it was earlier I was talking to Appion. He's like, I think it's really cool that he improvised like, I know, instead of saying I love you back. And I was like, I think the story was just like, George, man, me and Carrie kind of been hanging out and she's been sort of like real clingy.
There we go, guys.
I don't want to say I love you. Wow.
Awesome.
Okay.
That was quick.
Is
Looks like the real thing.
What is it? It's a vending machine. It's a gumball vending machine.
It's a block.
I'll show you what it is. Hold on, very quick. I'm sending Canadian Spider-Man.
And then the feed went down.
No, so people
Hold on
don't
while I
know, I
whip
just
this
got
out.
done with the first bag. It's this guy.
Oh, so it's not done yet.
Kind of
Okay.
cool.
No,
I was gonna
bag
I don't get it.
2. I labeled these. See, oh shit.
You don't know anymore.
I can't. Here it is.
What?
I
Now,
know.
when Steve opens up this bag and dumps the Legos out on the table for a moment here we go. It's a perfect reproduction of the Titan sub right now, as it
go.
appears at this moment. There you go. You can see the Xbox controller right there.
Yep.
Oh man, I dropped a piece.
Now, do you think when these subs get perfected, they'll do the disaster tourism again? And they'll be like, "Now, there's the tourist sub that didn't quite make it. This guy was a little bit fast and loose with his design and philosophy."
Well,
The tour became part of the exhibit, is what I'm saying.
exactly. It's a new Guggenheim edition. So
It's so good to stream with you, Mike. Good to see
I know.
you. And
Miss you, bro.
Godfather too, and Steve. Yeah, I miss you, bro.
exactly. It's
I had to mute because I didn't want anyone to hear that loud noise and be all like, "I'm trying to watch Wheel of Fortune, guys."
I pick the exclamation mark. That's not actually an option.
You don't know.
Was that the one with David
What?
Duchovny on SNL was supposed to be Jeff Goldblum, and they're like, "Okay, Celebrity Wheel of Fortune," and they're like, "Okay, Jeff, choose a letter," and he's like, 8. And they're like, "No, choose a letter," and he's like, the letter 8, my friend.
That's Biden Wheel of Fortune.
Joe Biden Wheel of Fortune.
I pick ampersand. What?
I'll take Hunter with the laptop playing with cryptocurrency in Turkmenistan.
And we're banned.
I pick Parmesan cheese. So-
Yeah, right. It's easy for you to say your country's run well by a Cuban.
yeah. Well, yes, it is.
Pierre Trudeau is like, I've inspected the Titan sub and I would have gotten the real Xbox controller for that. Or, God damn it, a Mad Catz controller. What were they thinking?
I would have shelled out another $2 billion for extra D-cell batteries.
2 of them.
It's like, hey, listen, remember, it might not be by population, but I run the biggest country in the world in a way.
Yeah, that's right. Now that apparently Putin has fled Moscow.
I fell asleep like 2 hours ago with news like a possible coup in Russia. And then I wake up now, it's like Wagner head hiding somewhere. And I'm like, this sounds like Putin faked a coup to see who wasn't loyal. And then everybody who's like, coup? Yeah, okay, I coup be down with that. It sounds coup to me. They're all like on their way to some gulag somewhere. Or it's just like, here, Putin sent you these chocolates. He wants you to eat them now.
Yes, right. Now is my chance to make a move, and then I bring back oligarchs, maybe back into Russia. I don't know. We'll get there. We all have good time. It's party time, and
In Soviet Union,
gulag.
poison candy come for you.
He's right. I throw you all in bear gulag. What is bear gulag? It means you have to go wrestle bear. And then if you beat bear, well, we put another bear.
I think I asked this on another channel the other day, like, how many midgets do you think it would take to take
Oh
a
gosh,
grizzly
you asked
bear?
that last night.
Oh, okay. I still wonder about that.
How many midgets? What?
How
It's
many
gonna be a
midgets would it
grizzly bear.
take to take a grizzly bear?
Oh, let's see.
I'm thinking one smart midget could pull it off on his own, right? Like
No.
I'm
No.
gonna say one,
one.
because all they have to do is run underneath it and then start plunging away with a very sharp knife.
They do have that ability.
do.
They have human reasoning skill. The bear doesn't.
That's right, because all they have to do basically is do an Empire Strikes Back, and you do the whole reenactment of the Tauntaun scene with Luke.
That's I think a missing scene is like Cliff Clavin and the other people are like, the reason why most of these Tauntauns are dead and there's that blood stain on the wall because we effed up. And I think later on we see 3PO like trigger a door to open as they're running away, but there's like I think he was letting out a bunch of wampas.
You know there, Normie. I don't think that we'll be able to deliver the mail today because on account of all these dead Tauntauns.
Cliff Clavin is in so many war movies as a soldier. It's messed up. Like in A Bridge Too Far, they're about to like do the impossible mission. It's like, I don't know. Do you think we can make it? It's like, with the relative flow of the river and the wind behind our backs, we should probably be able to do it if we row with our rifle butts, sir. And it's like, I don't know how you knew that, Clavin, but let's get across this river.
Exactly.
Well, how many is going here? 2, 4, 6, 8. Yeah. No. Can't be this one. Maybe it is. 2, 4, 6, 8. Wow, I can't find a piece. Well, gee.
Isn't it strange how each Lego is both male and female? The Legos have their own rules. They play their games. We play ours.
There's an actual piece I'm looking for, and I can't find it.
You've never taken more than 3 minutes to find a missing piece. I have confidence in you.
Well, let me figure this one out.
This is where people
2,
really start
4,
getting into
6,
it. We need
8.
like tension music.
Wait, tension music for building
6, 8.
Batman?
Yes.
Dun dun
So,
dun
2,
dun dun
Jesus,
dun 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 dun.
coffee.
2, 4, 6, 8. Yeah. Well, where is the stinking piece? Oh, I'm gonna have to.
It's
So
in
I have
another
It's
bag.
under another piece, most likely.
So I have to find this piece, but take off those two right there. It has to be flush, and I can't find it. No.
Is that it? Like right at 3 o'clock on the camera? Yeah. Well, I guess if
Because it's right
would be
here.
about 4 p.m. There you go.
You're right.
It was
Dave.
under a piece, wasn't it?
It was in the third bag.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell's going on, but there's like over a dozen cars on one person's house. It's like, okay.
And hello to John Cipolla and Christopher Dominguez. And hey, Orville Nation was out there before. I don't know if they're still there, but hey, PJ, if you're out there, Canadian Spidey. And oh, look, Admiral Teague is out there. Oh, wait.
See,
I hate Admiral Teague. He's a manipulative liar who deceives Star Trek fans. I mean, he deceives the fans of Planet Journeys.
He's an asshole, man. You met that guy?
All I know is that if you want to hear him drunk, check out Cardinal Sin the other night.
Dude, what the hell?
Really?
Thank God I didn't say
I
anything
watched
really
some of that
dumb.
last night.
I was slurring though. Yeah.
I don't know. I think he's a pretentious douchebag.
The Cardinalson sends you an invite at like 5 minutes before Doomcock ends and says, "Come on for a while." You're like, "All right, what the hell?" And then
Really?
and then
5 minutes before he ended? He sent me one like the day before.
That shows you how I got thrown in there. It's like, someone couldn't make it. Invite Crazy Admiral Teague. He won't be drunk.
So apparently my wife just gave me some interesting news. Apparently there was a couple of military vehicles parked at the co-op dug down the street that had painted up windows on the side of their truck.
You are twisting the whole story.
What kind of thing are you talking?
I'm thinking
well, military green, but it was close enough to the truth of what my wife said. So
could it be
one vehicle?
Could it be a storm chaser?
I don't know. Because, like I said earlier, we're under communist rule, under Justin Trudeau. Maybe something going on.
Let me call my friend President Jimmy Carter, and he will call up Justin Trudeau.
Maybe Biden and Trudeau have something going on. Or
let me tell you something. I'm going to call a friend of mine. Hello, Sosa.
What?
Sosa, okay. You want to fuck with me or fuck with the best, Sosa?
You're wearing what kind of socks? Ice cream? Rocky Road. Okay.
I want to see that. I want to see that conversation. Joe Biden and Tony Montana.
I just
Biden, you want to fuck with me or fuck with the best?
I just want to see a conversation between my prime minister and your president and see where it goes.
Like I said, I want to see Tony Montana talk to Biden. Sosa. Justin, why do you keep calling me Sosa? Sosa, you fuck with me or fuck with the best?
It's like, what?
Do we ever get... Can we ever get verified? You know what? Everyone says he's old, but if he was Pope, you wouldn't say that because he would be relatively young for that job.
That's right. That's why you guys have Fetterman as well. So
yeah, Fetterman is also Pope. That's right.
Oh my God. What was it in a magazine lately or something like that? He's like named just because he's wearing Carhartts and stuff like that all the time, like America's most fashionable governor or whatever
Senator,
it was. Yeah. Like, what? Are you kidding me? He goes around in shorts and wears Carhartt freaking hoodies. Like, how is that?
I know. I tried that with my job, and they're like, "No, fuck you. We have a dress code."
Yeah, exactly.
It's like I feel I'd be more effective with a pair of cargo shorts and a fucking hoodie.
He can't even pronounce the word infrastructure.
To be fair, he has a hard time with the English language in general right now. Like after what happened to him, it's like
infrastructure.
Yeah. Do you
I
think
know.
we should,
I
hey,
know.
John, do you think we can filibuster? Just don't make me say the word, but I'll stand up and vote yes.
I know he's had a stroke, and I'm not making fun of people that's had strokes. I really am not. Okay, but dang, like, come on.
He's from Pennsylvania, so he goes into this at an ideal. On his best day, he spoke like Barney Rubble. It's like, what I think is we should probably have me be our senator. So, Fred, hey Fred.
Yeah.
How in the pieces is going?
I feel bad that he's messed up. I don't know what they're gonna do about that, and it's hard to ascertain just how whether he's okay or not.
They're not going to do anything because hence if you say anything because he's unfit to lead or whatever you want to say, well then you're just a hateful person. How dare you say something like that? But whatever.
Maybe we can work something out. It's like, listen, we've made a determination. Marco Rubio is only about as smart as a turnip, and we're gonna we'll trade him for Fetterman. All right. Well, we'll both leave, and we're gonna turn off the lights, and when we turn them back on, they'll both be gone. All right.
Deal. I would love to see those guys on Hollywood Squares.
Oh my! I would love to see Marco Rubio at a spelling contest.
I don't think poker.
And I'm Cuban.
Oh God! Oh jeez! Spell cat.
It's like
8.
I'd just like to
question mark.
I'd just like to point out that the chat bot I hooked up to my Twitter tweeted out a Bible verse today. Let me just read it. If shit, it just doesn't work out all the time.
Oh man, where are the pieces? Where are the pieces?
They're in another bag.
You know what? I think there is actually one in another bag. I'm not
Bring
kidding.
them
If this
I
was
did-
Planet Journeys, I would say there's a possibility of an interdimensional being.
It is because you've angered the karma gods, and this is your punishment. All the pieces are in another bag.
I need 3 of those. I don't like black Lego pieces because it's for some reason the darker the color is, it's really hard to actually look for it. Because I do a lot of custom Lego stuff with Gary, and he has a bucket full of it, and it's for some reason I hate it. I'm like, it's the little pieces. Those are the things that drive me nuts.
Oh yeah.
And
Only a bucket? Dude, I got a crate. Well, practically
Wow.
a crate.
Ian has a crate. We don't have a crate.
someone's busted.
It's their son's Lego, not yours.
Just remember, the path of the righteous man is beset on all sides by Legos.
Good enough.
Are you kidding me? Where is this piece?
He
I'm looking
scans the table looking for the missing piece, searching in vain, knowing that there's the possibility that the piece is in another bag.
This is what I would want, like an actual droid. It's like, 3PO, find me that freaking Lego. Oh dear.
He debates to himself whether or not he should pour out the bag. He shakes it violently. He knows
No, it's not
somewhere
in that.
deep down inside, his life has gone wrong, making certain life decisions.
This is great if we're like golf announcers.
Yeah, exactly.
If you'll notice, he already has the Space Shuttle Columbia in flight, perfectly assembled on the table in front of him.
Here, hold on real quick. It might be. Hold on.
He's put on his avatar. That could mean several things.
Oh, I don't know. What do you think it might mean, Chuck?
I think the great Leonardo de Legolas, the first person to work with Legos, was known for doing most of the work without their pants on. It's possible that he just needs the freedom of movement to walk around, with only a shirt on and look for some of the pieces, which may, who knows where they got caught.
I see. This is very reminiscent of the move back in '72 when Alfredo also took off his pants and shirt for more freedom of movement and building one of those Duplo sets of '72.
There was a kid on our block so dumb he could only handle the Alpha blocks. They're the only ones he could understand. This fucking Java blocks are special needs Legos.
Oh my god, are they really? I've never heard of them.
I'll Google them. They're bigger and they kind of they have comb teeth to kind of slide together. Like you don't need to be as smart. I don't think you'd make as much. And I honestly don't know if they lasted. They're around for like 5 years.
Oh jeez.
Other things that aren't around, Jenga.
How could you possibly make Lego simpler?
I had this great idea back in the summer of 2001. They had just greenlighted it. 400,000 Jenga sets themed after the Twin Towers. And then just something happened and they pulled them and they refused to market them. Those bastards.
Wow. So it's a rare item if you happen to find it on eBay.
The World Trade Center Jenga set, very popular in Afghanistan.
God. Jeez.
Which brings us back to President Biden. No, just kidding.
What? Jenga? I thought it was Lincoln Logs. So
did we ever find out who crafted that hilarious doll of a certain president that we all find so entertaining? Was there ever any verification on that? Because whoever made the doll, that is why my father fought in Vietnam.
I figured it out.
Have that freedom of speech.
You know what? Oh, here was the thing. A few years back, there's like this antique mall that's close. There you go. There's this antique mall that's close to us, about maybe half an hour away. And inside, and you know what? I should have bought these just for the sake of the label that was also on the box. It was
For
it
white
was,
children over the age of 5 only.
yeah. It was a Hillary and Bill Clinton action figures. And the thing was on both Bill Clinton's and Hillary's, there was a label on it because apparently this had like a voice box inside. Apparently on it the label said does not work.
Ah,
And you know what? I took a picture of it. I think I still have that picture.
could you imagine if we could take all the presidents, and let's go back before modern times, like historically, like start with like the latest guy we'll do is Nixon. Could you imagine if we could take them and like put like baseball uniforms on them themed to whatever their party was, and then on the back of their card it would be like like Richard Nixon, Tricky Dick, known for the screwball, the underhanded curveball, and taking advantage of the rules of the illegal spitball.
You know what they should all have on their suits as they're campaigning? They
A
should
fire
have
suit like NASCAR.
Wasn't me.
they should all have labels on them on who's sponsoring them.
Yeah, like a NASA fire suit.
Yeah.
Of all people, you know who said that, right?
No.
You know who originated that idea. That's in
Who?
Fahrenheit 451.
Is it really?
And I think he actually uses a little bit of special effects to put them on them. And like Hillary comes walking down with like DuPont chemical and Tyson chicken on her. And
Ah.
I think he does do it. When he makes a movie, sometimes it's watchable.
Oh yeah, that was Mike
Mike
Myers.
Tyson.
Mike
Yeah.
Meyer.
Yeah, Mike Meyer. Yep.
Not the one who chops people with the tiny little pieces, but
Yeah, no. So Rancor Steve has found the missing piece that he's been looking for and proceeding to build at a feverish rate.
this is a good sign as they're about to dispatch a short bus to help him out if he couldn't find it.
That's right.
The driver has come back from the short bus. Now, I got a laugh out of him, all right.
Searching for the other pieces, he's hoping that this won't be in vain.
It's funny. Carla Burton is always so nice to us, and I see her on fucking. I see her on Cardinals. I'm like, hey, what's going on? You're the best. sorry, Carla. You should never meet your heroes.
Oh my gosh. Where are the pieces?
He's gone back to
Music
looking
right
for
now.
the pieces.
That's right. His hands scanning over silently.
Ever since
Looking
he
for that.
changed. Ever since he got rid of that life coach to keep reassuring him that he was a good Lego finder who could put the pieces together correctly, he's shown some hesitation, but we noticed that that's a part of his game that's picking up.
I think he might get through this, Chuck. What do you think?
You know, I think that if he could just helicopter his car into oncoming traffic like Tiger Woods.
Screw it. I'm doing all both bags.
Oh, he's making a bold move there, Chuck. You think he might be able to handle it?
We haven't seen a move like this since the Legovian Gambit of 2021
Oh,
during the
God.
Lego competition, where the goal was to build a Lego Rubik's Cube.
Ooh, well, hopefully this move pans out for him. We're hoping that things go well. It
Now that-
seems like he's proceeding there, but with caution, he might be able to pull this off.
Now, what we all remember is in that competition, Rancor did in fact complete the Rubik's Cube first, but he gave himself an extra hurdle by building it unsolved.
Oh,
So while he was attempting to solve it, he was passed by another competitor.
oh,
I think that's always galled him in his professional career.
I think so. Yes.
Golf. And
Mike was on to something. That's this solid path to commentary. He did play-by-play Lego
It's-
assembly.
I think I'm onto something here. Yeah.
We're like the Frost of Lego assemblers. We can describe it better than anyone else.
Oh my God.
You know, that's her alleged real job. You know,
Yeah, it is.
calling BattleBots games, which on the surface sounds pretty cool. Do you build two robots to try to kill each other?
I would love
Wait, you're
to.
saying who's involved in that?
She's done with it now. I think she's like, people have been too mean to me. I'm gonna go home and be ugly by myself. Frost.
Yeah.
She had nothing to do with BattleBots that I'm aware of.
I think she was an announcer for just an announcer for one outlet that I know there's a league that had sanctioned her to be like of BattleBot nature. To she had
No,
one
she was
real job.
It was like League of Legends, I think.
That's okay. Yes, thank you. That's
No,
the thing.
BattleBots probably wouldn't want her. What they did choose is they chose the person that made not the greatest bots. That I think it's Lisa Winners that made Mega Tento.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe somebody that knows how to build robots a little better should be a judge. But hey,
I still think the people from The Simpsons built the best robot, Truckosaurus Car Wreckus. Remember that
Yeah.
one? It's
And the
Truckosaurus
Homermobile.
Car Wreckus. Truckosaurus Car Wreckus was great, and it might have breathed fire. I just don't remember.
See, you bring up BattleBots, and then GoFather's like, BattleBots? Where?
Yeah, Godfather, of course, knows about BattleBots.
yeah, anybody who talks politics, it's like I'm bored already.
Are those human children fighting to the death? I only wish they're robots.
So what do you think of Metabots then?
Never heard of it.
Oh my God. Okay.
Uh-oh, here we go.
No, we're good. Go look it up. You'll be pleasantly pleased.
We're entering the speed round, triggering terms for Comic Relief Crusader. Bionicles.
Yeah, exactly.
Mike is Rancor Steve.
Oh,
Funny,
God,
but
no,
right now
this-
Mike is really triggered.
Yeah.
He's like if he had his cat.
When
in
you
his
said,
lap, he's like
whenever you
choking
said it
it.
begin, and you're like, Bionicles.
Lego friends.
I understand that mixed in with your Transformers are several GoBots. Is this true?
Never.
Never, not even
Never.
once. GoBots, not even once, kids.
Okay, fine. When I was a kid, once. No, actually, that was my brother's. Wait a minute. Thinking about that now. Yeah.
How did you avoid it? Doing like giving them away in Happy Meals and stuff?
Didn't get that many Happy Meals. They were sad meals.
I never got a Happy Meal. What's a Happy
Yeah.
Meal?
They were invented
Nope.
after I was older, but I did buy the toy off them once or twice, and it was something cool.
Oh yeah.
I remember,
Barbie.
Snort the Bull was the one everyone wanted. That was like the rare Beanie Baby, and it was only available in a Happy Meal.
Did you guys ever do Beanie Babies?
No.
When you
never.
say
Or you too old for that, you old fogies?
However, I did get a Beanie Baby as a present from one of my daughters.
I broke up with my girlfriend because she maxed out 2 credit cards on Beanie Babies, and I decided she was insane.
Really? How much did you spend?
She spent like $8,000 on Beanie Babies, but right now,
$8,000 on
but
Beanie
she might-
Babies?
But if she spent $8,000 on Beanie Babies when they were big in like 1991, and she was able to store them and keep them properly, she might have $800,000 now. Who knows? Maybe she's laughing at me. She's like that crazy Admiral Teague. All he wanted to do was drink and have sex anyway. He never stood back to enjoy the beauty of the Beanie Babies.
Huh.
I thought you were a virgin.
In
No,
a sense,
that's
I'm a
PRC.
virgin, you know.
Nah.
So he is progressing nicely here. Searching for another piece that might hinder
Piece of
him even
shit.
further. He's found that missing piece.
Olay.
Oh, that's what it was. Canadian Spidey passed me the invite to Cardinal Sin. If he could have breathalyzed me, he would have done otherwise. But hey, Cardinal let me on, so
Yeah.
Are those the same words you use for your probation officer?
a probation. It's not a handgun, sir.
Maybe.
Why? No, I
Why?
wasn't at the bank when it got robbed.
Allegedly.
I had a chance to use a line from Planet Journeys in real life. There was a knock at my door. I looked out the people, and there was 2 NYPD detectives. So without hesitation, I stepped out in the hallway and said, "You're police officers. I recognize the traditional accoutrements."
Did they come back with a white jacket?
No, they're just like, "Did you know anything about the person who got attacked outside last night?" I was like, "No." They're like, "Do you have any cameras outside of your apartment that might point toward the street?" I was like, "No." And they're like, "Do you know your landlord's phone number?" And I was like, "Yeah." And they're like, "Thank you very much." And like the cop fist bumped me and split. Well, as he called my landlord, he's like, "I want all the video. I want all the security tapes." It's like the only thing I heard him saying as he was walking out after he got the guy's name right.
Yeah, see?
It happened right in front of the bar, so I wonder if it was open, if their security cameras got it.
Yeah, copper, why don't you do your job? Yeah.
Damn.
I made sure I neutralized the security camera before I attacked the person in front of the bar last night. No,
Criminal,
I
have no idea what you're talking about. Yeah.
I've noticed that ever since they redistricted AOC out of this town, we've seen police officers here and there. It's strange how that happens.
It's science.
I was just, when I see the NYPD, I'm like, okay, they're professionals. How bad could it get?
I'll never say words like that. That just tempts fate, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess not. I go for the rosary beads in my pocket and I start to pray. Yeah.
Singing Kumbaya.
Please don't beat me. Please don't beat me. Please don't beat me.
Hey.
As police departments go, if I had to have any to choose from, I do like mine the best. But I don't know.
How do you like that?
Oh, there you go. He's managed to get one ear on. He's done it. And now he proceeds to work on the other side of the head.
It still overall looks more or less like a Borg cube. From the famous Planet Journeys TV series.
God.
Starring William Shatner.
Uh-oh.
We have William Shatner on the phone with some build advice. Hold on.
If you do William Shatner,
No, I would never
guess what's
imitate
going to
William
happen.
Shatner. I don't imitate William Shatner. We have, in fact, on my program, when we do TOS, PDB reads for William Shatner. I can't do that.
Oh.
A legendary hero like that.
Steve, it's amazing how you're building this great Lego head right now. I just can't believe all the work you're putting into it so hard. Fingers are working faster than I can follow. That was a crappy Shatner.
That was what that was supposed to be. Yeah, that was bad.
Yeah, that was bad.
You know what? There is something inimitable about William Shatner's voice and delivery.
Yeah, true.
You don't have to be crazy to speak like William Shatner, but it probably helps because I think in a healthy way, William Shatner is crazy.
It's like an extended stutter.
I want to learn how. I want to outlive 5 marriages. I want to get that old. I want to have 5 ex-wives. It's a dream of mine.
You know, I was almost thinking about putting up on Twitter, but I thought it might be too dark about who might be the next one to drop out of the original cast.
Ooh.
You're
on your own on that one.
Because you got
I think
you got Sulu, you got Chekhov, and you got Kirk.
I think it's between Sulu and Chekhov.
Yeah, I think so.
And I think maybe Sulu might look a little older and worse. Plus, he's done time in what amounts to jail.
Really?
Yeah.
Anyone who's watching and watching me build this, you're more than welcome to share, show people this, just the random stuff. This is a new thing that we're doing. It's not anything riveting and exciting. Well, it could be, but trying something new. That's
what it's all about.
I know, right?
See the private chat, Mike. You don't remember that little detail?
Oh.
He brings it up. He brings it up enough.
I did not know that, actually.
Where's Rick?
You want to make an omelet, you got to break a few eggs.
True.
Oh, I forgot this piece. Whoops.
Oh, a little bit of a fumble going on there, but he recovered nicely.
On the positive side, there's no one being murdered at my window tonight, so I don't have to listen to the horrible screaming.
Ah, a restful sleep for you, lucky dude. There we go.
It's what usually wakes me up more than anything else is, whoa, there we go.
Christopher Dominguez says, Rancor Steve, the comic relief, Goat Father, Admiral T. What are your favorite rock bands?
Ooh, good question. I'm gonna say
I don't give a shit.
no. I'm not saying that.
If it's
So,
on the radio and it sounds good, that's all I give a crap about.
I'm gonna have to go with first and foremost Aerosmith.
Aerosmith's pretty good. They're
Yep.
so much
Does that
better
really
than Led
count?
Zeppelin.
Does
Yep.
that really count?
Yes, it does.
You know what? Until the day I can figure out the bass line to Sweet Emotion, I've been playing guitar and bass for like 35 years, and I still have no. Is he playing 2 tracks? That guy's good.
Yep.
Aerosmith's
Sure.
pretty good. And then when they're bad, they're the worst, though. I mean, Loving in an Elevator is one of the stupidest songs ever written, honestly. David Lee Roth has better songs on Skyscraper.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
Yeah, when they're bad, they're the worst. But yeah, Aerosmith's real. How about the Rolling Stones?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, right. I'm gonna
Yep.
write a check that no other band can cover. There may be better bands, but I think I got a pretty defensible choice. And what's more rock and roll than that? Than actual rocks rolling? The Rolling Stones.
Mm-hmm. Def Leppard.
Def Leppard. You know, something happened where suddenly they only seem to have slow and medium tempo songs. The fast songs seem to just go away after Pyromania. I don't know what's going to happen.
True.
This-
Yeah.
Yeah,
They
disarming.
really
isn't
dropped
it?
after the early 90s.
Yeah, and that album, the album after that took so long to come out. It was like 6 years late.
Oh yeah.
But
Still going on tour though. I got to give it to them. So because
Uh,
every once in a while, every few years, they'll be here in Calgary doing a concert.
Here's a question for you. Do you think they should have just called up the guy who wrote most of Pyromania and been like, "Listen, mate, we don't want you back in the band or nothing, but how about you write a few more songs and we'll tell you a few dollars?" Because the Ramones kept doing that with Dee Dee Ramone, and they didn't talk to him anymore, but they would just send him some money.
True. Should have went with that. Oh, it looks like I put a black beard
Mine
on that black guy, man.
is Metallica.
Wow.
Ooh, yeah. Nice.
When my friend first gave me the Metallica album in 1987, I put it on my record player, which is a thing we used to have back in the 20th century.
Yeah.
And
What's a record player?
yeah, it's strange. It has a wax compact disc that's analog spins on it. Is the only way I can explain it.
Mhm.
Picture of DVD, but made out of wax or vinyl.
Vinyl.
And the music is frozen there in an analog form. It's really weird. But I listened to it at like 32 speed, and it was like an EP. You're supposed to listen to it at 78 speed.
Yeah.
And I was like, it was pretty good, but what's that singer's voice? And then like he like had me listen to it the way it's supposed to sound, and I'm like, oh, this is like as if the guys from Black Sabbath just had unlimited cocaine.
Christopher said mine's are Linkin Park, Incubus, Coldplay, The Killers, Oasis, Muse, Breaking Benjamin, 311. Here's the thing. I've actually played with one of the guitarists from Lincoln or Breaking Benjamin. And I forget the other. I was in the Midwest. They do this like 3-day festival thing, and I brought my guitar to impress some ladies, and didn't really impress any ladies, but they were all playing in a hotel, and they're like, "Hey, you got a guitar? Join us." So I can't play for lick of crap compared to them. But here's the thing: I don't consider Coldplay a rock band.
No, if
Yeah.
you can have it,
No.
if you're
They're
out
close,
there, they're
but
very-
did you know that the Killers are a Christian band?
I feel like what I just put up is highly relevant to what you were just talking about.
Yes. Yeah. The Killers are a Mormon band.
okay.
Interesting.
Did not know that. So's Bachman Turner Overdrive.
Yep.
I like
CCR.
Linkin Park. They're good.
Like me some old Creedence Clearwater Revival.
Ooh, the Doors.
Yeah, Doors. Awesome.
Which
All right.
which-
Are you a Led Zeppelin or a Leonard Skinner band?
Yes.
Neither.
Well, which one? You can't say yes.
Yes.
Hmm.
Yes, I can. I just
Fine.
did.
I
Fine.
No,
Whatever.
I
like 'em both.
slightly dislike both.
Now, here's the thing. I always get it mixed up. Led Zeppelin is the British one, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
And Leonard Skinner is the one that has 3 guitar players, so usually they're on point. I saw both live. I saw Jimmy Page and his band live, and he had been so bad at Live Aid and other stuff for like the last couple of years that his reputation was in trouble. And he actually was trying. So he was decent, and that was probably the only tour ever. How do you get thrown out of the Rolling Stones for being on too many drugs?
Yeah.
What's it like when
That's
Keith
Like being
Richards
on too
sits you
many
down?
drugs.
What's it like when Keith Richards sits you down? It's like, listen, mate, Led Zeppelin was a good run for you, and we thought we had a place for you in the Stones, but after hearing the record we made with you, we're gonna follow you, and we're gonna break up, mate. It's pretty bad.
Oh yeah, that's
So
right. I haven't done all the
Christopher-
crack and smoked all the marijuana. It's all good. I saved you some.
Christopher Dominguez said, in terms of Coldplay, I mostly like the early work from their first 3 albums from the early 2000s. Here's the thing. They were considered a British rock band, and then they got too big in America, so they became Americanized. The same with Mumford and Sons. I liked Mumford and Sons until they became Americanized.
Yeah, they're
I
pretty
like I like bands that are just pretty much if they stay with their stuff. Like Oasis, they're always gonna they're gonna get in a fight with each other because the 2 brothers hate each other.
Well, yeah.
They started fighting as soon as the circumstance they named would reunite the band occurred. They said if a certain soccer team won the British Cup, that they would reunite. And like as soon as it got down to like the night before the final match, when people were saying like it looks like they were going to win it, and there would be an Oasis reunion, the one brother called the other one a cunt because that's what British people do when they're angry at each other. Well, I did it like right in social media. I'm bad.
As for the Canadian side, I'm gonna have to say Tragically Hip. So
I maybe Black
They are
Sabbath is the greatest band of all time, and that might be my favorite. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like,
Black
I might
Sabbath?
back off the
Are
wrong.
you
Black
how
Sabbath's
much?
really good.
No, they're not.
They really are.
No.
Did
I'd
you
rather
maybe?
go with AC/DC before I even consider Black Sabbath good.
I've seen AC/DC live like 7 or 8 times. I love them too.
Oh my gosh, I can't find this piece now. Where
I
are
guess-
you?
You know what? AC/DC does do a Stephen King movie soundtrack that gives them some props. The Doobie Brothers are pretty good. Yeah, Canadian Spider-Man's rolling off some good bands.
true. Yeah.
George Thorogood and his Delaware Destroyers.
Mm-hmm.
Dire Straits. That guy is almost as good as the Pink Floyd guy as far as guitar solos go.
Yeah.
He's on the
Canadian
same level.
Spider-Man, you know what? My wife likes Rush. I don't as much. There's some Rush
It's a
songs
very
I like.
intense moment. The chance to try something nobody's ever tried before.
Try to
Crikey,
find this stinking
that's
stupid
right.
piece.
See that alligator over there? I'm gonna take my thumb and I'm gonna jam it right up his anus and really piss him off.
You know what's really weird? I saw the Red Hot Chili Peppers 2 nights in a row, and the opening band was Stone Temple Pilots, right? So yeah, and Stone Temple had like a strong set both nights, and night 1, like the Chili Peppers, like they weren't ready for it. They didn't take it seriously. They had like a bad show, and then night 2, it was an open air theater too. And night 2, it's raining, and they're just like they had such a bad night 1. They're just putting out, like trying to do the best they can. They made it through the show. They were pretty good that night, but that was the band with like the most wide-ranging like quality concert. Like you could see the Chili Peppers, and they could be outright bad.
Yeah.
And sometimes they could be really good.
I like when a piece is right in front of your face.
Good.
Yeah.
We like it in front of your face too.
Rancor Steve showing here he sees mostly like a velociraptor. If the pieces don't move, they're invisible to him.
Yeah, that's right.
Stay still. The Tragically Hip.
You're getting there.
The Tragically Hip had the best clothes and the best set at Live Aid.
Yep.
Canadian Spider-Man, do you want to join us?
I sent you the link, Canadian Spider-Man.
By the way, I would say this. I kind of like Rush. Late in life, they're starting to grow on me. I find that I like a lot of their songs. I just wish their drummer had stuck with the style he had in their first record where he was good.
Christopher said for Linkin Park, I can't pronounce that one. Meteorios, my favorite album from them. That album has the song "Breaking the Habit." Yeah, I like that album a lot. I like when they started doing Transformers.
Yeah.
I think they really got into their groove of. That's the thing. Like they try new things and it worked. That's the thing. Like as they got older, that band progressed a lot more into something really cool, and I really appreciate what they did because I remember that when they did the first Transformers, that album, that's the one that I can listen to the most, because when I listen to music, I listen to not just the lyrics but just the tone of it. I like ambionic music,
Right.
and it's very theatrical. So whenever I would listen to Linkin Park, they would have the tones of like the piano, the violin, and for some reason I thought that was such a cool album. And
I still got that.
It was, yeah, I forget what it's called, like Midnight or something like that.
Something like that.
Canadian Spider-Man is saying in the chat, Mark Knopfler is maybe the greatest guitar player who ever lived. That's a defensible statement.
Who is the greatest guitar player ever?
Joe Satriani.
He's from Long Island.
Yeah.
So is Steve Vai.
He is an amazing guitar player.
He was instructed as a kid by Satriani. They're like from a place called Carl Place, Long Island.
Really?
Yes, actually.
Actually.
Only on Long Island could you have a town called Carl Place.
Minutes to Midnight. That's what it was.
Joe Satriani was so popular, especially back in the early 90s, that the Marvel Universe actually named a planet after him.
He's got his planet sounding name.
Yeah.
Speaking of planets, I used to live in Jupiter Farms in Florida, and when I moved to Nebraska, there was a guy who goes, "I don't know where Jupiter is, but I know where Uranus is." I thought that was the funniest joke ever. I was like, "That's what?"
Wah.
That is pretty funny.
I knew you would like it, Teague. I knew that joke is in the bags for you. You're gonna wake up at 3 a.m. You go like, hee hee hee.
I'm gonna wake
That's
up.
a pretty funny joke.
I'm gonna wake up at 3 a.m. and the people from the goddamn bar downstairs are gonna be singing Oasis and only re-singing the same like one verse wrong over and over. That's my 3 a.m. every Saturday if I don't go out myself.
Tonight is gonna be
What are
the
you looking
night
at,
that-
butthead?
Who you calling butthead? Butthead?
Baby, it's like shut up.
You know that song was like the main song for every guy to learn so he could like pick up chicks.
I thought it was the
And
scientist.
it worked. It didn't work with me. It never did when I learned that song.
Speaking of Joe Satriani and Coldplay, Joe Satriani sued Coldplay and successfully won that they stole his song to make their hit.
Yep.
I believe it's the scientist. Oh my god! Godfather was like, I've had enough of this bullshit.
We're almost done, ladies.
And by the way, I just want to say, as far as Coldplay goes, it does kind of feel a little bit of a blow to your band when your singer, in the year he could marry anyone in the world or date anyone in the world, chooses to marry Gwyneth Paltrow.
Before she went crazy, let's be honest.
But she was never like to die for hot. I mean, like Kate Beckinsale existed that year.
Oh yeah, that is true.
You know, Kate Beckinsale existed that year. I would have been like, you know, I can marry anyone I want this year. I have this weird American lady who believes in crystals, and I've got this beautiful.
And her vagina smells like a candle.
That's right. And it's her fault. It didn't. She created the eponymous vaginal candle.
Yeah.
Did you remember when they found out that they were unstably made? They were made improperly, and they tended to explode.
What? No, I did not know about this.
Oh, the eyewitness account of when it happened. Let me see if I can find it. Gwyneth Paltrow candle explodes.
Ole.
Gwyneth Paltrow candle explodes. Eyewitness. It happened in
Eyewitness.
England.
I was
I
there.
want to hear the eyewitness account. Gwyneth Paltrow's goop.
How am I supposed to put this on? Oh, it goes on like this.
Gwyneth Paltrow's goop company sued after man claims vagina scented candle exploded. After burning it for about 3 hours on his bedside, he alleged the candle exploded and became engulfed in high flames, according to a court document. He said he left a black burn ring on his bedside table, and the candle jar was charred and black. However, no injuries were reported. The Goop website has a warning on it that advising people not to burn the candle for more than 2 hours. Oh my God, if this thing does its job, you have to turn it off for a while. We're confident this claim is frivolous and an attempt to secure an outsized payment from a press-heavy product. We stand behind the brands that carry the safety of the products as well. So they stand behind her vagina. A Goop spokesperson later told the Sky News affiliate. Here, Heretic, the brand that supplies the candle, has substantiated the product's performance and safety through industry and standard testing. We gave that vagina candle a pounding.
Well, I'm getting there, guys. I'm getting there.
He maintained he had a limited warning, and he knew didn't know, and everyone knew the candles were defective. He said he's seeking $5 million in punitive damages.
Just 5 million?
A woman in the UK also alleged that her Goop candle exploded in January. Writing in The Guardian, Jodie Thompson said the product, which is the same model as the one bought by Mr. Watson, exploded a few minutes after lighting it. Flames roared a half meter out of the jar, and bits of molten wax flew out as it fizzed and spat. This is starting to sound a little too much like a real vagina. Luckily, I had placed it on concrete and the base of what was once a fireplace. Goop offered to replace them with new candles. Yeah, I don't know if I want that.
Hold up. Time out. I dropped a piece.
Steve has dropped a piece of the Legos on the floor. Welcome to the Pack-led Lego building competition here. We're going to be strong, ladies and gentlemen. We're right now endeavoring to... We found the piece.
Yeah.
That's getting there.
Oh, it is.
It's cool looking.
I'm going to take this piece, put it back. Is that where it goes? Sure. Now, fit in. You know what? We're going to do it this way. Oh, come on. Oh. This goes down here. And this goes up here. That's why I lost a piece.
There you go.
Ta-da!
That looks well. I know that is really cool.
Yeah, I'm liking this piece, man. This is one of my favorites to do.
Is that like the Dark Knight Snyder bat armor helmet?
Guess which one it is.
It looks like his Snyderverse armor, which Like, despite all the other problems, was a super cool bat suit. I'll give it that.
It is Michael Keaton's.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah.
It's new one, or is it like I guess it's the same, right? It's the same.
No, it's the older one.
Did they change it a little in this movie? Because like I'm not gonna go see it. By the way, if anybody has,
I think they
go ahead.
I think they did.
I still can't believe they put George Clooney in there. That was just what an act of desperation. I wonder what he got.
They put Nicolas Cage in.
He was in there via like special effect, though. He was like rendered into the movie, whereas George Clooney shows up and he's just like, "Sorry,
Yeah.
I'm sorry about this, everybody, but I'm Batman too."
Well, hello there, Disney sheepherder.
Hey, Disney sheepherder, our good friend, dude. At Rancor Steve, what happened earlier? The channel disappeared. Oh,
well,
hard to
because
say.
I set it up from YouTube, and then StreamYard you can actually set it up. I'm new to StreamYard, and that's how that happened. Why am I doing this? I'm way too ahead of my pieces here. Way too ahead. This goes here. This goes here. Now we get somewhere. You don't say. Yeah,
They finally showed us Nicolas Cage's Superman. Could you imagine if they had a whole movie of just movies that didn't get made, like the production hell movie, where everyone gets to be on screen for like 1 second?
Yeah.
It might do well. The Emoji Movie made money, right?
Yeah. It made movie. Or made movie. This goes here. This goes here. Oh, did I do it wrong? No, I did it right. I did it right, guys. So that goes like this.
When it's facing forward, it's picking up a little bit of blue, but when you pick it up, it goes back to being like, it's really dark black.
And the last two pieces. There you go.
Way to go. That is cool.
I'm Batman. There it is, guys. Oh. I'll show you this one.
That is badass.
Why, yes, it is. Nope. I dropped something. Hold on.
Rancor Steve will be right back.
I dropped something. So yeah, this one I got recently. It's a pretty cool Lego set. I am not going to build this one live. Unless
How many pieces was it?
It's close. Oh man, it's a lot. It would be like it would be almost a whole day breaking. Like there's 11 bags that went into this.
That's a lot of Lego.
But there I can change it to either one of the what you call it? Thingamabobber. One of the three man, I can't even think right now.
DeLoreans?
One of the three DeLoreans of
right, because at the beginning of
the
movie, it's a little different than it is when we see it at the end of the movie, and then by the end of every movie, it's usually changed a little.
Yeah, but then I have this opens up, and then this lights up. And then I got the hoverboard and the plutonium in here. I'll pop open the hood. This is a really cool one. This one maybe I might do a whole day live streaming. Here's the hoverboard.
In futuristic
And the plutonium.
2018, everyone will have one. There you go. From the Libyans.
Yeah. But this one would be if people really want to see me build this one, I might take it apart and then actually build it. It would be an all day thing, so I don't know when I would. But if people really want to do that one, I'll see if I can do it on Rumble. And then yeah, it's a lot of work that goes into building this guy. I'll move this one here. I like this one a lot better. This one's cool. But yeah. I don't know. What would be the next Lego set? I'll post some pictures on Twitter of all the Legos I have that I can rebuild. I like to take things apart and rebuild. But if there's any that people want me to rebuild, if you guys like watching this stuff, give you something new to check out. Yeah, I have the Batmobile from the Batman. I have a NASCAR. I have a Formula One car. I have a bunch of little like scale cars. Yeah, it's. I have some Star. I might do a Star Wars one. I have the little droid from Empire Strikes Back. But yeah, if there's any
They were
Lego
strong with the
sets.
Legos in the Star Wars. The Star Wars people
Mhm.
made a lot of Lego stuff.
Or even that, if like you find me on Twitter, like I have a new one. Here, let
Not
me.
really, not Rancor Steve.
Yeah, so here is in the live stream. Here is my Twitter. So you can go there, and then you can DM me and send me a picture of a Lego set you want me to build, and I will do that. I like to do it. I think if I got it out of the box and built it, it would be a lot faster doing this one. It would take me to build this one out of the box. It would take me probably about 5 hours, maybe 10. But taking this apart would take a couple hours, and then setting that all up, and then actually building it, it would probably take me maybe 10 to 11 hours. It would be an all day thing for this one, maybe. Well, hello there,
Hello,
West
Westgate.
Kegel. You missed it. I built this guy. Luckily, on Rewind, you can rewatch him. But yeah, so it's
I like to
yeah,
watch it at 3 times speed, so it looks like you like really just like move it.
I know. So this is a little hobby of mine that I like to do. It's therapeutical for me, therapeutic, and yeah, just so yeah, you can find me on Twitter, and you can DM me what Lego set you would like me to build, and I will do that. And if I have it, I will take it apart and then rebuild it. If not, I will just think of one to build. I think Boba Fett helmet will be coming up soon. So if people really want me to do this, put in the comments. We want more Lego building. I'll do it. It's fun. It's a lot more entertaining to actually have people come on here where I'm just building and you have other people commentating or just talking or whatever. It's kind of fun. So
It's also like it's a category all its own, like just building and crafting
yeah.
these things. People really like watching it. There's a zen to it. It can be relaxing.
Yeah. So it's like I know last night I had the camera looking down. I think having it looking at me where I'm building and it works out a little bit better. I don't know. I kind of like it.
It worked today. I
But
didn't
it's
lose anything from like the build process. I didn't miss
yeah.
out on anything. I was still able to see the whole build.
Yeah, you get to see my faces. I'm trying to figure out what stinking piece I'm looking for. But yeah, this was fun.
Christopher
Real
Dominguez in the
fun.
chat agrees. It's definitely relaxing. It's like the
Awesome.
opposite of when you're like the viewer has to do Legos and you're like, oh man, I know I'm gonna screw this. It's like there's no pressure. The other person
Yeah.
builds the Legos for you.
Well, it's like it's also I'm sure some people are cheering me on when I can't find a piece. They're like, he can find it, he can find it. But it's yeah. I know Comic Relief stepped out for a little bit, but Yeah, I had fun. Thanks for joining, Teague. This was a lot
Oh yeah, no,
more
thanks for
planned
having me
out
by.
now that I have a Twitter account.
Well, you don't have a Twitter account, but that guy, not Ranker Steve, he totes sounds like you, right?
I don't know who that guy is. I
That
just
satire account,
who is
yeah.
Rancors?
Not
I don't know
Ranker
who Rancor
Steve.
Steve
Yeah, it's a
is.
parody account, I think. He thinks a lot like you, though. He seems to have captured your voice, as they say. It's like
Well, he
looking
took
into
my
your
name.
mind.
I was born with it.
That's
But
crazy.
I just want to say thanks for everyone watching. If you want to see more Lego building, just find me on Twitter, and which is in the live chat, and just DM me what Legos you want me to build, and I'll do it. So I'm heading out. I'm getting tired, and yeah, you guys all have a good weekend. I will see you guys Thursday on Rumble and Manorama, where we talk about wilderness at 7 p.m. Pacific time. So you guys can catch us there. I will post promos and everything. I think Casino Culture Casino is going to be
Also,
on it.
see that.
And yeah, he might. I think he's going to be on it. I need to talk to him and get him going. And yeah, well, thank you, everyone. I will see you guys later this coming week.
Smash
Ciao.
those like and follow buttons for our pal Ranker
yeah.
Steve, and thank you all for coming by so very much.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. See ya. Oh, here. It's in the live chat. It's at not Rancor Steve
Yeah, that
is
guy.
what it's at.
He
And then
reminds me
I
of
will pull
you.
up. I know he looks a lot like me.
He thinks like you too.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah.
But here is the Rumble account where you can actually go and find where my shows are. There's that.
You're
And
building up quite the
yeah.
respectable Rumble viewer account
Yeah.
of people who've chosen to watch the channel. And so has Admiral Teague. I want to thank everyone who's chosen my Rumble channel too. You can enjoy both. You can enjoy both, and sometimes there's crossover events. Gosh knows, Manorama comes on Saving Star Trek and vice versa.
Oh yeah. So I'm gonna see you guys all Thursday. Thank you, Teague. Thank you, Comic Relief, if he's around somewhere. I think he had to go do something.
The
But,
moment you punch out of the stream, you'll be like, "I'm back. What I miss?"
I know, right? You
That's
missed
how
the
it
whole
works.
thing.
If we count
But
two
I'll see-
Mississippis, he'll just show up.
I know, right? But I'll catch you guys later. Ciao.
Bye now.